Hey man, say man, it's your boy LB, Lockboy Rel. I just wanted to go ahead and bring you guys a little different video today, man. Kyrie Irving. What are my thoughts about Kyrie Irving stating that he doesn't think returning this season to the NBA is what the players should do? Okay, plain and simple. I understand where Kyrie Irving's coming from. Let me start by saying this. I'm not going to be talking about my locks today, so if you hear this, specifically hear me talk about my locks, show my locks. You can check them out, man. I will have an update video about my locks, but that's not what this video is about. So yeah, without more being said, let's get back to this. So yes, Kyrie Irving. I do understand where he's coming from. I do. I'm a diehard Lakers fan, as many already know. I was very upset once the season stopped. Once it came to a halt, I was traumatized. I'm like, man, LeBron's in his 17th season. This is it. This is our chance. We need this to happen. We haven't made the playoffs in a while. There's a numerous amount of things that I can name selfishly as a fan. Now, what Kyrie Irving said makes a lot of sense. I do think in the African American community, basketball will dilute all that's taking place today. All that we're seeing take place today, I think basketball will dilute that. I really do. My reasoning for that is because we don't pay attention to a lot of things outside of sports. Sports is our world for a lot of us. We don't even watch CNN. Some people are literally paying attention, marching for the first time ever. This is big. Unity, strength in numbers. We're seeing all colors, all races come together, stand aside one another, and have compassionate talks. It's some people who never even realized that these things were taking place, even though this George Floyd situation, sad to say, it wasn't the first time. It wasn't. I can give you an example. I don't think that the Breonna's law would have passed, the no-knock warrant and things of that nature in Louisville, Kentucky, if the people, the people, didn't step up and do that and make those things happen. Now, I'm not totally saying basketball returning will take away from the message itself, but basketball returning, what is the message going to come? What is it going to entail? What is it going to come with? I know basketball, Adam Silver, they do creative things. The players wore the shirts last time. I Can't Breathe shirts for Eric Garner. I want to know what are some creative things that they plan on making happen this go around with COVID-19 taking place. There's already not going to be fans, so there's not going to be performers, I wouldn't think. So I'm just trying to come to a understanding of, if basketball wasn't to return at the end of July, beginning of August, and it was to just return late October, November, late December, that allows people to still be productive, still get out and fight the good fight and stand for what's right. Some people aren't doing these things already. I get it, yes. But basketball hasn't been on TV either for 3 months on end. So exactly what is being missed? You have players like Lou Williams, who's, with Kyrie Irving holding that conference call, it was over 160, 170 players, up to 200 players on the call, voicing their concern, not over COVID-19, but just returning itself and taking away from the message. Then you have players like Austin Rivers who make a good point. I understand, a lot of these people are dependent on their paychecks, but check this out. We got 1.6 or 1.7 million that just went on unemployment already, in addition to, let's say, the 10 million that's currently on unemployment. So we're all in the same position. You know what I mean? I do understand the message was being killed Or was the messenger being killed? Was it because that it was coming from Kyrie Irving? A lot of people didn't want to hear it, didn't want to take from it. What if it was Kawhi Leonard or LeBron James stating these things? John Wall, some of the seasoned vets who really hold weight in the NBA. And I don't want to just make this about me. I want to know what do you guys think? Do you guys think the NBA returning is a good thing? I know there's state the positives and state the cons, because we have a little bit of both on both sides. I think that the good thing about the NBA, if it was to return, they can put their message on full display to their audience and to others that don't normally watch basketball, that will tune in, that will be forced to watch. They can run different type of commercials. You know what I mean? It's different type of things, whether it's organizations that they want to get involved in these games and things in that nature. They can do things a lot different. That's why I say I would like to see the rollout. What are the plans if they do return? Because we're hearing what Kyrie Irving is thinking. We're hearing what Lou Williams is thinking, and a mini list of other players. A.B. Bradley was on the call, Dwight Howard. There's a lot of players that was on the call. I didn't hear of LeBron being on the call, but we all know that LeBron will put his, I'm pretty sure in the background, he's letting his thoughts be known and he's making it aware. By the time you guys actually see this, LeBron may have already had a conversation with some of the important people that needed to be talked to get up to speed and everyone get together and come together on this. So yes, I just think that there's a lot of conversation that still needs to be had. We have several weeks until the NBA is set to return. So I think that that's plenty of time for everybody to get on the same page and actually come together and state what it is that they think is best, not only just for the NBA, but for the people, So yes, man, let me know what you guys think. Do you think Kyrie Irving is being a disruptor? Do you think Kyrie Irving makes a good point? Do you think Kyrie Irving is actually ahead of his time when he's jumping ahead of things like this? Do you think that it's the player's right to go ahead and say, hey, man, we have to think about life. We have to think about things outside of basketball. You know what I mean? It's a tough situation, man. I know. And it's some conversations that a lot of people don't want to have. But yes, I think that it's important. It's very important. And I myself think that if basketball was to return, it can take away a little bit from what's happening. A little bit. It can take away from those things. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that it'll totally destroy it, kill it, or stop it. But I do think that people's attention will go ahead and go towards that more. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Drop your comments down in the comment section. Please like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, YouTube, swipe.